Crystal Kung Minkoff is being called a mean girl on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 11. Fans think Crystal's response to Sutton is unkind. Crystal Kung Minkoff is the newest addition to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast. And we're about to discuss the issues fans have had with her actions on the reality show. Crystal's Rhobh journey has been overshadowed by her controversial feud with her dramatic co-star Sutton Stracke. From her use of the word violated to backtracking on Sutton's alleged creepiness, here's why fans are already labeling Crystal a mean girl. Crystal's introduction to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has been tumultuous. Many fans have loved Crystal for being vulnerable enough to share her Chinese culture and her experiences living with an eating disorder. Crystal also earned sympathy because she is the only newbie in a cast full of intimidating Rhobh veterans. Kathy Hilton is also a newbie, but she appears to have never experienced an ounce of anxiety in her life. Crystal has ventured into a vast wilderness of wine-throwing and bad-mouthing. Although Crystal is the freshest face of the Housewives, she is involved in the main Season 11 squabble so far. In addition to Crystal and Sutton's incompatible zodiac signs, some fans think the crux of the reality star's long-winded disagreement is Crystal's mean girl tendencies. Crystal and Sutton's stalemate began during the Housewives' trip to Lake Tahoe. Kyle Richards spoke with Crystal and Sutton about the insight she gained from discussing racial bias with Garcelle Beauvais. Sutton was uncomfortable talking about the touchy subject and shared that people assume she is racist because she is from the South. Crystal was caught off guard by Sutton's reluctance to discuss race and asked if Sutton doesn't see color. This launched the two Beverly Hills housewives into a never-ending conflict. Initially, fans supported Crystal for boldly calling Sutton out on her apparent racial ignorance. However, the clash became complicated. When she took Crystal tapping her leg personally, Sutton was accused of overreacting to everything. Sutton attempted to make peace with Crystal by bringing the Lion King director Rhobh Minkoff's wife her coat. This turned out to be a tragic error, as Crystal felt violated when Sutton walked into her room without Crystal's permission. The way Crystal told that story made some fans turn against her. When speaking with Kyle the day after the incident, Crystal said that she felt violated by Sutton. When speaking with Sutton about it later, however, Crystal agreed that she didn't want to draw out their coat drama. Sutton even apologized for her part in the feud. Crystal contradicted herself when she spoke to the Housewives about how Sutton weirded her out. The drama came to a head when Sutton asked Crystal to take back that Sutton violated her, but Crystal refused. Fans started to say that Crystal was acting like a mean girl by changing her story about Sutton's coat return. One Reddit user shared a post that accused Crystal of gradual peppering of untruths as she told the story each time. From calling Sutton creepy to claiming she never found Sutton to have malicious intentions, fans think Crystal is untrustworthy. Online critics think Crystal warped the reality of what happened with Sutton to make her come off badly on television. On the other hand, some fans think Crystal is entitled to her perception of the events and whether or not she truly did feel violated by the pot-stirring housewife, Sutton. Sutton's supporters feel that Crystal is manipulating the situation and dragging out the feud. Fortunately, both Crystal and Sutton have agreed to move forward. Crystal's argument with Sutton has gotten a variety of responses from Rhobh audiences. Some fans think Crystal is acting like a mean girl by intentionally framing Sutton as an aggressor. On the other hand, Crystal's fans think she is entitled to her reaction to Sutton's intensity. Whether or not audiences agree with Crystal, she had undeniably made a memorable mark during her first The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season.